Let's kick a little something for them cars that be booked.
It isn't nothing like that. It isn't nothing like that good soul music. Now use it and let Jay prove it. Just lose it. With everything you do, just know she got your back, yo. And she'll even make you laugh show after show. She got the vibes that'll make you ride top down. And if you got a couple pounds, she'll be around. Justified madness.
What's up, what's happening? It's your girl Yvette, and welcome to the Soundoff Wednesday edition of Justified Madness. That's music from Kodie Shane. It's called Facetime, and that's by request for Missy in Miami. And might I just add, I first saw Kodie Shane back in 2016 when she dropped her single Drip in My Walk, and she appeared on Wildin' Out for the first time. Well, I have watched her grow and develop as an artist, and I gotta say, I rock with her all right now. Well, it is Sound Off Wednesday, and there's a lot that I have to sound off about, starting with the hashtag delete Spotify. A lot of folks on my Twitter timeline are on board, and in case you don't know, I am definitely on board. Not only have I canceled my own Spotify account, my personal account, I have also moved to have all of my content, including my music and my podcast, removed from Spotify. In short, I do not wish to have my hard work help to fund a guy who spews racism, hate speech, and COVID disinformation while collecting a $100 million paycheck. Okay? Now, in the meantime, we as music artists whose work is the driving force of Spotify, don't get it twisted, we only get a fraction of a penny per stream for our effort. In a PR move, Spotify has decided to pull the episodes of the guy's podcast that include the N-word, but honestly, that's too little too late as far as I'm concerned. And maybe if you have to pull dozens of episodes off of a podcast, then maybe that podcast isn't suitable for your platform. Did you think about that before you wrote him $100 million check? Really? And what has he done to show us that he's changed? Yeah, they're saying, oh, well, that was a long time ago. Well, the COVID disinformation was recent. So let's just start there. And the N-word, yeah, that may have been a long time ago, but what has he done to show that he's actually changed besides not using that word on the podcast? I mean, that doesn't mean that his views have changed, right? So anyway, those of us who do music do not wish to have our hard work fund that guy. And I'm not even going to say his name, but y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. And also lately, I have been trying to avoid politics on this platform, but this needs to be said. We all remember January 6th, 2020, right? I remember it like it was yesterday. I was watching it unfold live on the news, and we saw the mobs breaking into the Capitol. We saw them beating police officers with hockey sticks and flagpoles and marching through the Capitol building with Confederate flags, threatening the lives of former Vice President and Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. We remember all of that, right? We heard about them smearing feces on the walls and urinating on the floors, stealing documents and objects from the building. You remember all of that, right? You remember they set up a gallows outside the building while literally calling for the hanging of the former vice president? Over 100 Capitol police officers were injured, many of them hospitalized, and several died over the following weeks, some by suicide just because of the sheer trauma and horror that they faced that day. Now, I'm mentioning all of this because if you remember all of that, how can you in good conscience refer to the nightmare of January 6th, 2020 as, and I quote, legitimate political discourse? Yet, Those are the words Republicans used as they moved to censure House Republican Representatives Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger. They moved to censure them for daring to refer to January 6th as an insurrection, even though it was an insurrection. They were trying to basically overturn the government because they didn't get their way. And because they had the audacity to serve on the January 6th Select Committee to get to the bottom of how that tragic day came about in the first place, because it didn't just happen by accident, okay? It's mind-boggling to me. Never mind the fact that over 60 courts could not find any of this alleged voter fraud the former guy and his minions were screaming about. Never mind the fact that all of this happened because of the ego of a twice impeached failed blogger who couldn't accept the fact that he lost a free and fair election. So he kept pushing a narrative of a stolen election to whip up his supporters into a frenzy that could have resulted in members of Congress getting hurt or killed. Never mind the fact that this select committee continues, as they continue their work, we are finding more and more layers of a conspiracy to overturn a free and fair election by the former administration. These Cult 45 sycophants want us to believe that our eyes didn't see what they saw, that riot we saw happen was a peaceful protest. While at the same time, they want us to believe that the people who were peacefully marching in the streets after the murder of George Floyd by Minneapolis police, they want us to believe that was the violent mob. Are you serious right now? How did we fall this far? I will never understand it. And I've actually ended friendships with people that I've known since childhood because they want me to believe that what the nightmare we experienced from January 20th, 2017 through January 20th, 2021 didn't happen. I'm sorry. I can't ignore facts that are right in front of my face and blindly follow some false idol. Y'all need to get it together. And I refuse to do it. And I won't excuse it either. We no longer have two political parties in this country. We have a political party and a cult. And while one political party is not perfect by any means and does need to fix itself in certain ways, the other has become a cult who fawns at the feet of a freaking orange idol. It's sickening. So in these upcoming midterms, we need to vote out every member of the cult. And that's all I have to say about that. So now, let's take a moment to step back, do some woo-saws, get into some music, y'all. This is Silk Sonic with Fly As Me from the album An Evening with Silk Sonic. And on a happier note, they have actually had to add more dates to their Las Vegas residency because, demand, y'all. Silk Sonic, we didn't even imagine this much funk coming at us in 2021 and 22, y'all. Big shout out to Silk Sonic for taking the music back to just the love of it, man. That 70s, 80s vibe, I'm loving it. Anyway, go to silksonic.com to get the details and grab your tickets. Maybe you should get together and have a road trip to Vegas or something. That sounds good to me. Hey, girlfriends, y'all hear me? You are tuned in to Justified Madness with your girl, J1 Yvette.
1, 2, make you wanna.
Yo, what's new with the movies this week? What's new in music, yo?
Your girl J1 Yvette's about to tell you.
What's new in music and movies this week?
New singles dropping this week include Agnes Hartwich with Black Shiny Car, Brando and Slip and Slide, Fletcher Gull with Happy Sad Song, Jennifer Lopez and Maluma with Marry Me, John Legend and Tomorrow, Korn with Lost in the Grandeur, Lil Baby and Nicki Minaj with Do We Have a Problem, Peking Duck featuring Slater with Honest. The Red Hot Chili Peppers are back, y'all, with Black Summer. And Winnetka Bowling League and Demi Lovato with Femi. New albums dropping this week include Jennifer Lopez and Maluma with the Marry Me original soundtrack, Korn with Requiem, Pete Tong with Pete Tong and Friends Ibiza Classics, Rollo Tomasi with Where Myth Becomes Memory, and West Side Story Cast 2021 with the West Side Story original motion picture soundtrack. For the full list of music, check out officialcharts.com and click on new releases. New at the movies this week, Death on the Nile. Belgian sleuth Hercule Poirot's Egyptian vacation aboard a glamorous river steamer turns into a terrifying search for a murderer when a picture-perfect couple's idyllic honeymoon is tragically cut short. Set against an epic landscape of sweeping desert vistas and the majestic Giza pyramids, this tale of unbridled passion and incapacitating jealousy features a cosmopolitan group of impeccably dressed travelers, and enough wicked twists and turns to leave the audiences guessing until the final, shocking denouement. Death on the Nile stars Gal Gadot, Armie Hammer, Tom Bateman, and Letitia Wright, and it's rated PG-13. Now, if you're more of a stay-at-home and watch TV kind of guy or gal, no worries. Stream thousands of episodes, live, sports, and exclusive originals all in one place with Paramount Plus. Access hundreds of iconic movies, from award-winning classics to hit releases, breaking news, and more. Go to ParamountPlus.com to try it for free for 1 week, and students get 25% off. So go to ParamountPlus.com now to sign up. And finally, are you a Cricket Wireless customer with an Android device? Then you should download the Add It Up app now. Watch short videos, play games, answer quick surveys, and knock dollars off your monthly service. That's right, a few minutes a day can knock $5, $10, even up to $25 off your monthly service. So what are you waiting for? If you're a Cricket Wireless customer with an Android device, go to the Google Play Store now and download the Add It Up app. I've saved so much money using this app, so I had to pass that on to my Mad Hatters. Now that's the wrap up for the week. It's time to get back to the show. You're tuned into Justified Madness, and I'm your girl, Yvette.
Here's a song that you just might hear at the Culture Tour with New Edition, Charlie Wilson, and Jodeci.
Brought to you by the Black Promoters Collective. You're listening to Justified Madness. Again. And if you're an innie for lifer like me, I know you're looking forward to hearing that at the Culture Tour. Stay tuned, because I'm going to let y'all know exactly where to get your tickets for that if you haven't grabbed them already. And I have a sound off for that too. I'm gonna need the haters to be quiet about how much how much money folks are spending to see New Edition, Charlie Wilson, and Jodeci on the Culture Tour. Okay, y'all don't hear us complaining about how y'all spend your money, so let us enjoy our concert. Okay, Jodeci got the band back together for this. All 6 members of New Edition are going to be on the same stage again, and Charlie Wilson with his decades worth of hits. Man, listen. It's worth every doggone penny. So y'all just quit hating. And March 31st, the tour hits the DMV. So y'all know my face is going to be all up and through the place. Okay. So I will see my fellow Innie for Lifers there. Now, a quick programming note. I'll be back on the air again this Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Saturday Madness edition of Justified Madness. I'm on the air every Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time on blogtalkradio.com/Justified Madness. Now, if you miss any episodes, no worries. You can catch up right here on Blog Talk Radio, or look for the Justified Madness podcast on Podchaser, Google Podcasts, Deezer, Podpage, Podcast Addict, and almost anywhere else you get your podcasts. My Sunday show is listed as Sunday Inspiration. My Wednesday and Saturday night shows are listed as Justified Madness. So definitely make sure you follow, subscribe, keep up with the podcast, and give me a review. I look forward to your feedback. Now, before I move on, I want to send a shout out to my official promo team, y'all, Team J1 Yvette. That team is run by by Tracy and Amina, and you can follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Team Jaywan Yvette. That's TeamJaywanYvette. And also make sure you're following me on the Twitter at Jaywan Yvette1. Once again, it's JaywanYvette and the number 1. And make sure you're following me on Twitter, because even though I'm not able to take calls because the show is now pre-recorded, I live tweet every single show. So make sure you're following me, y'all. It's Jaywan Yvette and the number 1. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and fan page at Justified Madness 31. Now, before I go, I want to send shout outs to my headache husband, Ellis, my big sis, Debbie Deb, all my fam, whether by blood or by love. I love y'all to life, and I love you for real. Shout outs to my Twamley, all my Young Nation, my Mad Hatters, my ATL fam, my DMV fam, Alex, Desi, Boogie, Ronique, Dimitri, Demario, Dominica, Scooby, Lil Dude, Greg, Kel, Yvette, Kamisha, Shane, and last but never ever least, y'all, my daughter, my heart, Jessie. Y'all know her as Jessie James, and she's the voice you hear at the top of the hour every Wednesday and Saturday night right here on Justified Madness. And now up next, I'm playing my latest single. It's called This Love Is Real. That's a song you can dedicate to your boo for Valentine's Day. And you can find it anywhere you get your music, except Spotify. #delete Spotify. Okay, and on the other side of the commercial, I'm closing out with my girl Pynk Dymund and her debut single, Shine Bright Like a Diamond, which is also available now. And on the other side of that, I'll be back with one quick last word. You're tuned into Justified Madness with your girl Jaywan Yvette.
The legacy continues. All 6 live on one stage. This time, it's for the culture. New edition, the Culture Tour. Live in the biggest concert of the decade. With hits. That girl is after hits. The Culture Tour with Charlie Wilson. It's a non-stop hit fest. And special guest, it's the reunion of Jodeci. The Culture Tour, new edition, Charlie Wilson, and special guest, Jodeci. Coming to a city near you. Visit bpctickets.com for more info. Brought to you by the Black Promoters Collective.
She calls herself the flyest miss that you never did see. And that's because you actually don't see her. She's represented by a pretty pink Bitmoji on her Instagram, Facebook, and all of her social media sites. I sat down with Pynk Dymund and got a little insight into her music and her mystique. I asked her how she describes her sound, and this is what she told me.
I would describe my style of music as old school flavor with a new school twist. I'm heavily influenced by rappers from the 90s like Yo-Yo and MC Lyte, but I also love rappers like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and R&B singers from old school to new. I mean, like Aretha Franklin and Patti LaBelle, and the new singers like her, and you know, the singers that are out now, SZA. So my style is really just a mix of all the music I'm influenced by. But what makes me different is I'm not put in a box because of my looks, because nobody knows what I look like. And that's on purpose, because I want to be judged by my music and my music only. So not by my face, not by my body, but just the music. And that's why you never see me. And I'm the flyest miss that you never did see.
And how did you come to use the name Pynk Dymund?
I chose the name Pynk Dymund after doing some research about diamonds. Diamonds themselves are really not all that rare. I don't know if people know that. But pink diamonds are very rare. Only like 500 naturally pink diamonds still exist in the whole world. And I chose that name because it describes me. I'm different from what people expect me to be. I'm a rare breed. And I do things different from what people expect. And Pynk Dymund is a name that reminds me who I am, not just as an artist, but as a woman. It reminds me of my value as a woman, and that I should never settle for being treated as less than what I'm worth. And that goes for all my Pynk Dymunds out there, ladies. Don't ever settle for less than what you're worth in a relationship, in a friendship, on the job, in your career, whatever it is. You're a Pynk Dymund, baby. You are not glass. So never settle for less. What's good, y'all? I'm Pynk Dymund, the flyest miss that you never did see. And you're listening to Justified Madness with my big sis, Yvette. Holla back 2 times.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Pynk Dymund. Gemstone.
Shine bright like a diamond.
2021 and 22, let's go. Straight out the gate, I'm kicking down the door. I'ma need everybody out on the dance floor. Pynk Dymunds on the mic, I'ma make it clear. I'm here to clear all the competition out of here. You can call me Ghost, cause you can't see me, but I promise everybody, y'all gon' feel me. Reppin' the DMV, lovely, that's me. Shout out to all my girls in MD and DC. All pink, everything looking so sweet, but I promise y'all don't really wanna see me. I can make your body rock, I can make you dance, I can make you love me if you give me a chance. Spitting verses off the dome like the rappers from the 80s, laying down competition like rockabye, baby. Just pass me the mic and I'm going for mine. My name is Pynk Dymund, it's my time to shine.
Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah. Shine bright like a diamond.
Verse 2, and I'm just getting started in here on this gemstone track. Let me be clear, if you wanna step to me, you better bring your A game. I'm top notch, baby, no time for lanes. Don't need to show my body to make headlines. Drop a track, give me the mic and I'm ready to shine. Got a heart of gold, but don't play with me, cause I can make you wish that you never met me. Hop out my pink truck with my diamonds bringing you the sounds that keep your heads ringing. Major love to Lizzo, Megan, Cardi B, and I can't forget my girl Sweetie. 2021 was my big debut. Pynk Dymund's here to stay, boy, I thought you knew. DMV cutie, and I'm going for mine. My name is Pynk Dymund, it's my time to shine.
Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah.
Verse 3, did you think I was ready to go? I need everybody here out on the dance floor. See those chairs? Please just ignore them. Believe me, there'll be no need for them. See, a party ain't a party till it's ran all through, and I'm here to rock this party with you. Don't need to drink or smoke to get you high. Taking you to another level, it is I, Pynk Dymund. Remember my name, I'm a legend. I'ma keep you open like 7-Eleven. Got an old school flavor with a new school twist. This chick is headed to the top of the list. I can make your body rock, I can make you dance, I can make you love me if you give me a chance. Pynk Dymund's on the mic and I'm going for mine. 2022 is my time to shine.
Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah. Shine bright like a diamond. It's that time of year again where everybody wants to be booed up. But guess what? Those couples you see on social media trying to convince you that they have the perfect life, honey, they don't. If they did, they would spend less time doing it for the gram and more time pouring into each other without an audience. And no, I'm not hating. I'm just making a point. Don't let social media have you feeling some type of way, either about your own relationship if you're in one, or down on yourself for being single. Just remember, relationships have ups and downs, good and bad, struggle and triumph. Nothing is perfect as social media may make it seem. So focus on yourself, your partner if you have one, and making memories that you can share for a lifetime, not just for a social media audience. I'm your girl, Yvette, and I'll see you this Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time on blogtalkradio.com/justifiedmadness.